Good afternoon. You're welcome to Superhighway, and this is Ojaba Emmanuel. We have sat today to have a discussion with one Islam lady. We are here to look at why some of the Islam ladies have chosen not to dress as an Islam or as how the Islam teachings goes. So we would learn so many things when it comes to Islam. We're also going to look at why some even dress and cover up the whole body, leaving only the eye. We'll get to know why it is like that. So, ladies and gentlemen, um, I welcome you all this afternoon. This is Ojabi TV, and as I said, the program is the Superhighway, and so we'll welcome our guest this afternoon, and we set the ball rolling. Once again, the name is Ojaba Emmanuel. Okay, so your name.
Wait a minute.
Amplify your voice for me a bit.
Wait a minute.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I told you earlier on, this is my guest for the day. A very beautiful lady indeed. When you see a fair lady in black like that, they look so amazing and gorgeous. She's very beautiful. You are beautiful, right? Okay. So let's quickly go to why we are here today. Um, we know that we have so many religions in the world. I'm a Christian, and then you are a Muslim. We have a lot of people that are also Muslims. Our topic today is on women. Not we are not talking about the other gender. A lot of Muslims that they don't dress like you've dressed, but they are Muslims. First of all, I want us to know why a Muslim lady will choose not to dress as the Quran teaches.
Okay. So I think one is because of discrimination and maybe a personal preference um, is maybe she doesn't feel comfortable in
In
yes
in dressing like
in
that,
dressing like that. Yes.
is it acceptable? Can you decide that I don't feel comfortable and so therefore I will not dress like that?
Islamically, no.
So why? Why would you sit down and say I don't feel comfortable dressing like a Muslim, so therefore I'll choose other way?
Okay. So that's why I said maybe a personal preference.
Really? So
She has
it's
her own reason.
on reason.
Yeah.
In a typical Islam home or Islamic home, um, is it allowed? Would the parent allow their daughter not to go according to how the Islam teachings is?
It depends on the parents. Some of the parents they don't even some of the parents they don't like dress like Muslims. Some of the parents that's how they are. So the children learn from their parents.
Okay. Sometimes you hear those that they don't dress like this saying, "Oh, I was grown up not in a Islam community
Yes,
or a
yes,
Muslim community. It's because of where I was brought up. That's
yes.
why I don't feel like dressing like this." What about that one?
Yeah, that one too is there. But as much as you are matured, you know what you're doing. You go, you learn. So you have to change.
So
I think
my
you have to change.
my viewers are looking at you, how beautiful you dressed. Were you raised in a typical Islam home?
Yes.
Is that the reason why you dress like this?
Yes. And then because I'm a Muslim too, like I'm now matured, I decided to stay in Islam. And I know what's in Islam, so this is how we must dress.
Okay.
So that's why I'm
Let
dressing
me
this way.
ask you this one too. We know that when they our parents give birth to us as kids, infants, then we start growing. In your upbringing, this is how your mom was dressing you. Is it
Yes.
that you are also doing because that's how you were being dressed when you were growing, or you yourself you have realized that this is the way you have to dress?
It's both.
It's both.
Yes. I was raised to dress this way, like this was how I was dressed. And then like this is how I have to dress.
Okay.
Like modesty, decent, yes.
So I think you're not getting the question well. Fine. This is how you were raised to dress.
Yes.
That is how you came to meet. My question is, you yourself, have you find out that in Islam, this is how, as a lady, I am supposed to dress? Have you
Yes.
find out yourself?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
That's wonderful. So if one day you get up and then it will not happen that way. But if it happens that your mom and your dad are like, we are not calling Allah again, we are changing our religion, we are now Christians, we are no more Muslims. What is going to be your stand if it is true that you have realized that this is how Islam is teaching you? Are you going to follow your parents or you are going to take a stand,
I'm going to take a stand.
which is
Be a Muslim.
so you are convinced that you should be a Muslim?
Muslim, yeah.
Tell those of us that we don't know what is actually into Islam.
So many things.
I'm asking this because I know some Christians that they are now
Muslim.
Muslims, and I know some Muslims that they've also become Christians. So, what would happen to an Islam to change his or her religion to the other?
Hey, I can't say this thing because what I'm going to say, it will be like an insult. So I'm not going to say. Maybe that person has his or her own
Reason.
reason.
Okay.
But I don't know why you are going to change from Muslim to Christian. I don't know. I don't know why.
That's good. So we are learning. I heard that when it comes to Islam, a male Islam can marry someone who is not an Islam.
Yes.
But an Islam lady cannot marry a man who is not an Islam.
Yes.
Why is it so?
For me, what I know is that like the man is the he'll be the man of the house. Like
Okay.
he'll be in charge. Because I'm your wife, let's say I'm your wife, you can change me.
Okay.
Be a Christian because you are my husband.
Okay.
That's what I think. That's what the little I know.
That
But there are
is-
so many reasons.
Oh, nice. So, when the Muslim lady is being allowed to go and marry a Christian man, the man is going to change her to become a Christian.
Possibly, yes. Probability is very high.
But then I think the lady too can change the man to also become a Muslim.
Yeah, she can, but
If that is the case, then why is it that both genders are not given the same?
if only the husband is going to listen to his wife,
Okay.
she can change him to become a Muslim.
Now let me come to personally to you yourself. As you are sitting here, very beautiful like you. When you meet a man who is not a Muslim, I know that nobody, as you are sitting here, nobody can tell you how much you love somebody than how you can tell somebody that you love this person.
Yes.
So when you meet a man that you love so much, so dear to your heart, but the person is not a Muslim, the person is willing to marry you, are you going to follow how much you love the person, or you are going to go by,
I'm going to go by Islam.
you will not care about how much
no,
you
no,
love the person? Are you sure?
yes. I will marry a Christian.
Does it mean there is enmity between Christians and
No, it's not allowed in Islam for a Muslim lady to marry a Christian guy, but it's accepted for a Christian guy to marry a Muslim lady. But I'm not going to marry a Christian guy.
you are not going to marry a Christian
No,
guy? Why no?
it's not accepted in Islam.
Okay, when you ladies are growing, there is something called dating, relationship, and those things. Like you just said, you are not going to marry a Christian. But in your upbringing, when you start this your dating, you see a Muslim lady dating a Christian guy.
Yeah,
Why is that one allowed?
I don't know.
You should know.
I've never done some before,
But
so
you know your friends that they do.
okay. I know my cousin who did that, but my friends no,
So did it end in marriage?
no.
They broke up. And she's now
She's a Christian. He's a Muslim.
a
Break up.
Christian and Muslim. Okay,
She's a Christian, he's a Muslim.
so you sitting here, if you want to date, you can date a Christian. But
No,
when you're going to get married, then you leave and
that
go and
would be
marry.
waste of time.
So if you're dating a Muslim.
And yes,
Let
I'm
me,
dating a guy because I want to marry him. I'm not dating him for fun. So
okay, then let me go back again and then say this one. The love one that we talked about. We know that everybody wants to get married to the person that he or she is really, really in love with. So you put down the love you have for the person and
yes,
go according to what Islam is teaching.
yes, I'll get someone better.
You get someone.
Better.
Why better? Why do you say better?
Okay, I'll get a Muslim. I'll get a Muslim guy.
Mm-hmm.
They said, "Dua change destiny. Prayers can change your destiny." So I believe in prayers. So
So you know that Allah is going to give you a man
if,
who is
if
really
only if only you follow what he says and then you pray, he's going to give it to you.
okay. Let's put that one aside and let's continue. We have seen a lot of Islam ladies that they dress like how you dressed, but they've covered all over their face, leaving only the eye. Ever since, no, I've seen them severally. They are also Islam or Muslims or something like that. Why do they go by that?
Okay, you know, some of the Muslims, they are very, very beautiful.
Okay.
Like very, 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 very sensitive. So they have to cover their face just to prevent
Attraction from
attraction from men. And some of the ladies too, they think like extra modesty in Islam. It's a sunnah to wear it. It's not by force.
Okay.
So I think that's why many Muslim wear it.
So if you say they are very beautiful,
Very, very beautiful. Like there are some of the ladies,
so you want to tell me you're not beautiful? That's why you're
no,
not.
no, no. You know, some of the ladies, they are very, very, very beautiful. Like fair.
Have you met one that is this girl is
Yes,
beautiful?
yes. I met one girl at the mosque. I was like, she was very, very fair. I was even afraid. She was very, very beautiful.
Afraid of her beauty.
Hey, like I saw her in the evening. I just entered. When I just entered, I just saw her. Like she was very, very beautiful, very, very fair. So
Is that the only reason? Or do you have another reason why they do that?
okay, I said maybe extra, like extra modest.
Extra modest. I remember I met one, and the only parts of the body that you can see is only the eye, even not the fingers. She was having, I don't know whether it
Gloves.
was gloves or something,
Yeah.
and they're wearing socks. That's modesty. Then, if so,
That's extra modest.
extra modesty.
Yes, yes.
Okay, you. This is how you have been dressing
Yes.
all the time ever since you were born. This is how you have been dressing. When you walk out there and then you see these modern ladies and how they dress, leaving almost every part of their body out there, how do you feel for them?
I feel sorry for them.
Have you encountered anyone ask why, my dear sister, why do you dress like this? Have you had encounter with anyone?
What they'll tell you that like when she like that's not your problem, that's not your business. So most of the time I don't ask them.
Have you seen an Islam who has also dressed like that before?
Every day, like there's many, many.
You
There are
see
many,
them?
yes.
Why the contradiction? Why would you, like you just said, extra modesty? Somebody don't even want somebody to see the finger, and you are leaving some part of your body, but you say you call the name of Allah. Why?
And that's why I said maybe they don't feel comfortable. Maybe discrimination, the kind of society. Yeah.
You see, when you come to Christianity, I know everybody is having the way of how he or she understands the Bible, Christ, God, and all these things. But then I know even the Bible says that we have one God, one baptism, and all that. So if we are worshiping God, it is one God that we are worshiping.
Yes.
Why is that? We will choose to do it this way, and these people also choose to do it this way. I am emphasizing on the extra modesty because if somebody don't want the finger to be seen, and you can let your thighs and then your tummy and those things be seen, you can't tell me that
That's your personal preference.
you don't feel comfortable.
Yes. It can be possible. And then that's how she wants to be. Some of them, when they display their part of the body, maybe that they think that's beauty. You see, they
Okay,
attract men.
good. That was going to be my next question. Is it true that they do that to attract men?
Yes, most of them do that. Or else, why will you wear?
Then there is no way a man will see you and approach you.
There are men and there are men.
Explain that to me.
Let's say he's just going to use say
Okay.
and then leave her. He's not going to marry her. Most of them will marry them.
Okay.
And then when he's going to marry, he'll come and marry a very well disciplined lady.
So, those ladies, you want to tell me that those ladies that they dress like that, they are being used and dumped
90%.
of them.
90%, yes.
So after the men are done with them,
They are
then
not
they
going to-
leave them and come and marry those of you that you dress modestly.
Yes, with good character attitude.
Okay, let me also ask you this one. Do you want to tell me also that those of you that you dress like this, Holiko,
No one is perfect.
no one is perfect?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm asking this because you said those that they dress like that, they are being used and
Those
dumped.
who dress that way, like most of them are very, very good.
They dress like this one.
No, they dress, they leave their
Some
part
of
of the
them,
bad.
they
But
are
they are
good.
very, very, yes.
They are good as in.
Like, personally, they are very, very good. Kind, soft-hearted, like, their problem is just
The
the way they
dressing.
dress. Yes. That's their problem.
And those that they dress like this, but they are bad.
No. Some of them are bad, some of them are good.
I sure.
Yes, some of them are bad, some of them are good.
So if I give you a percentage to give me,
I can't.
you should. You have a lot of friends
If I'm going to talk about my friends, I'll say all my friends are good.
because they watch the video and say, "Hey, you went to expose us."
No.
All
have-
your friends are good.
Yes.
All of them.
The friends I'm with, there are friends, they are classmates, they are my friends. They are good.
But you know some of the Muslim ladies who are not good.
Yes. They are not good.
What do you want to do about that? Because I know that we are all trying in one way or the other to win souls for Allah. So when you see your fellow who is not doing the right thing, like you just said that when you approach those other religious people, they are like, it is not your business. Have you approached any Muslim lady who is not doing what Allah says she should do and has also told you it's not your business before?
Yes.
You also see that?
Eh?
Wow, that's wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, we are still here. I'm talking with the beautiful lady. I wish I would give you the opportunity to also ask your questions that you have for her, but quite unfortunate that I can't do that. So this is the superhighway, and the name is Ojaba Emmanuel. Yes, we are going to move on with another questions because I know that a lot of people out there are so much concerned. I met one lady who is not a Christian that was dressed like this. When I saw her from the beginning,
He's not a Christian.
who is not a Muslim, sorry. I called her by Muslim name, but she told me she is not. Have you met people like that before? They are not Muslims, but then they dress like Muslims.
And yes, back in SHS, there was one girl in my school. She dressed that way.
What was her reason?
I don't know. I never asked.
You realize she's not a Muslim?
Yes.
And she was dressing like that?
She was dressing
But you
like
never
that.
asked.
I never asked.
Why didn't you?
Oh, nothing.
You just felt like there's no need of
No,
asking.
yes, it's okay to dress like a Muslim. So I didn't ask.
That's wonderful. So does it mean that your dressing attracts people?
Yes. Even that niqab we were talking about. Like
The what?
that niqab,
Okay.
it's nice to me, but I don't just feel
putting
like wearing it. But when I see them, especially when I see them on campus, very, very nice.
It attracts you yourself, but I don't want to do it.
Oh, no.
Okay, let me come back to this that you have covered your hair. Why do you people always cover your hair?
Your hair is like in Islam, your husband is supposed to see your hair like your husband, your brother. Let me say your husband, your blood relative,
Okay.
they are supposed to see your hair.
They alone are supposed
Yes,
to. So apart from your relatives,
and your
no
husband.
other person has seen your
No,
hair before.
guy, no. It's not accepted in Islam.
I know that you have been a student, or you're a student. You are in your room and then you hear somebody knocking. When you don't have the veil on, what do? You go and put on before you accept the person to come inside.
Okay, so I'm not on campus, I'm off campus.
Okay.
So when I go to my friend's place, sometimes I'm sleeping and then before I realize the person is in,
When you are sleeping, you take it off.
I'm with my friends, they're only ladies, so
Okay.
I have to
By the
take it
time you
off.
realize a different
Someone
person
is
is
in,
inside,
yes.
how do you feel when they are in like that?
Sometimes I just cover my
The person has already seen it.
that like it's not intentional.
Okay.
I didn't see him coming, so
Don't you feel tired of it all the time?
no,
You don't feel tired.
I'm used to it.
Is it only your hair that is not supposed to be
And
seen,
your
or
neck, your ears, yes, you have to cover it.
your neck and your ears too are not to be
This
seen?
way.
That's wonderful. I wish I would know more. Your neck and your ears are not supposed to be seen.
Yes.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we will bring our discussion today to an end here. And I promise you that I'll get there another time on my show. And that one, I think we will go more deeper than we have done today. I'll give you the opportunity to say hi to one or two people.
No.
And then, no, we have to greet somebody for me.
No.
Oh, come on. Greet somebody.
What am I going to do? I greet everyone. Hey, what am I going to do?
Okay, so her greetings goes to everyone watching the video. Let us hear your comments. You also like the video for us, and then don't forget to subscribe so that anytime that we do a new video, you get access to it and then you watch. Thank you very much for coming. I'm very happy to see you here today,
You're
and I'm
welcome.
going to meet you another time. Thank you very much.